And now one more important video from Easy Elite English Educational Trust. Conditionals in grammar. Conditionals in English grammar. 0, first, second and third conditionals. We will discuss the grammar part, the usage, the sequence of tenses, and example or sample sentences to illustrate. So here we are going with conditionals in English grammar. First of all, we have what are called zero conditionals. Zero conditionals are facts that would happen every time the condition is met. Every time the condition is met, the incident would happen. So it's a question of cause and effect. Cause, the same cause will produce the same effect every time. When water is boiled, it changes into steam. Always, whenever you boil water, it will change into steam. A repeating phenomenon. If you keep water in the freezer, it turns into ice. Every time it would happen. If plastic bags are thrown here and there, it chokes the drains. Every time. If iron rod is heated, it expands. Heat is the cause and expansion is the effect. If a seed gets air and moisture, water, it germinates. Every seed will germinate every time, every day. If it gets air and water, it will germinate. If the current exceeds the limit, the fuse breaks the circuit. These will happen every time. These are general truths. So these are called the zero conditionals. It will happen every time. The cause is there, the effect would follow. Now, grammar notes, the word if may be replaced with when. When water is boiled, it changes into steam. When you keep water in the freezer, it turns into ice. So all these if could be changed to when. And both the clauses use simple present tense. Water is boiled, changes into steam. Keep water, turns into ice. Are thrown, chokes the drains. If a seed gets, germinates, it germinates. So both the part, the if part and the main part, both use simple present tense, that is zero conditional. Next we have first conditionals. They express real situation in life, but the incident is going to happen in the future. Whether it would happen or not depends upon some condition. If it rains tomorrow, I'll not go to office. Now this is a one-time reference. If every time it rains, every time I won't go to office, not that. Only for tomorrow if it rains, I will not go to office. If the weather is fine tomorrow, I'll come to your house. Now every time the weather is fine, I cannot come to your house. Only one particular day, that is tomorrow, if the weather is fine, I'll come to your house. It is not a general statement that whenever the weather is fine, I'll go to your house. If teacher is absent tomorrow, the test will be postponed. If you ask your teacher, she will surely explain this question. If mother returns on time, I will take her to dentist. Now every time the mother is returning, you can't be taking her to dentist. So these are one-time references, and the second part is in future tense. The first part is in simple present. So these are general truths, but one-time references, not general truths. Every time you heat water, it will change to steam. But every time my mother returns on time, I will not take her to the dentist. There is a real possibility, but it will happen in the future. And the if part uses simple present tense. If my mother returns, if you ask, if it rains. And the main part uses a future tense. Will go, will come, will take. Always use the main part. The future tense is used in the main part. So this is the first conditionals. Now we have the second conditionals. These represent a fanciful imagination that is nothing more than a mere wish, but unreal at present. In the first conditional, we had it was possible, but here it is unreal at the moment. If I were a bird, I would fly. Now it is no longer possible, but it's only my fanciful imagination or wish. If I had money, I would travel around the world. Now it is unreal. I may get money afterwards, but now it is unreal. If I had money means I do not have money now. If my son was alive, I would celebrate his 10th birthday. But now the son is unfortunately not alive, so that is no longer possible. It's a wish. If I were young, I would take part in today's cricket match. If you were here, you would see how happy I am, but you're not here at the moment. So, these are unreal supposition or wishes which are not true. And the if part uses simple past. If I were a bird, if I had money, if my son was alive, the if part, the conditional part uses a simple past. The main part uses the word would and V1. Would fly, would travel, would celebrate, would take part, would see. So the main part uses simple past and the if part uses the simple past and the main part uses would and the V1 verb. These are unreal imaginations but wishes. I wish it to happen, but it is not so. If I had money, I wish I had money, but I do not have money. Now we have the third conditionals. Third conditionals is what we call now it's too late. It's too late now. What we call it's too late now. It's no longer possible because it's too late now. It was something should have happened in the past, but the time is gone. What might have happened in the past, but the time is gone and now it's no longer valid. But it did not happen and now it's no, you can't undo it. There's no undoing it. If you had asked me, I would have helped you, but you did not ask me and I did not help you and now it's too late. If you had taken a cab, you would not have missed the train, but you did not take the cab, the train is gone and there's nothing more to do. If you had consulted your doctor on time, your pneumonia wouldn't have turned so serious, but you did not go to the doctor and now you have to suffer the pneumonia. You can't do anything else now. It's too late. If you had taken your umbrella, you would not have got wet, but you did not take and now you are wet. Now there's nothing more to do. If we had stayed indoors, we would have been buried alive. Maybe there was an earthquake and the house fell down. If we had stayed indoors, we would have been buried alive. But now the danger is over. So they refer to what is past. But it is now too late to undo it. You can't do anything about it anymore. The if part uses past perfect. If you had asked me, if you had taken, if you had consulted, if you had stayed indoors. And the main part uses would have and a V3 verb. Would have helped, would have missed, would have turned, would have got, would have buried. The first part is past perfect. The second part, that is the main part of course, is would have plus V3. So what we call now it's too late. The time is over and now you can't do anything about it. That's the third conditionals. And one thing, these sentences can be written, the if part you can write afterwards and the main part before. Like if you had taken me, I would have helped you. You can also say, I would have helped you if you had asked me. If you had taken your umbrella, you would not have got wet. You can write, you would not have got wet if you had taken umbrella. If ice is heated, it melts into water. You can also write, ice melts into water if it is heated. So these two clauses, the if part, the if clause, and the main clause can be interchanged. So that was our conditionals in English grammar from Easy Elite English Educational Trust. That was a video. We hope you find it useful. Thank you and goodbye.